Hello everybody, here's Mars, back at Minecraft in a how-to video, and as you can tell, I'm in front of my tower, the tower that I built in a video. It's gonna be in the description down below. I just got finished recording a video on how to build the inside of a house, but not just any house, but a small tiny house. Now that house might look a little bit big, but cool looking houses that usually have a butt ton of detail and very 3D-ness are usually not very spacious. As you can tell, we made some pretty good use of the inside of this house. We put stuff down in the floor, we even have a farm inside, and we added a second floor on this tiny, minute house. And in the house, we made a little extra thing that was only like a 2x2, and we actually managed to use the space in that very well. Now that I'm thinking about it, our only light source is this. So let's put a light source right there in the middle, maybe there. But that's it, really. Now, let's get back to the subject at hand. Now, I would show you how to build the inside of that tower because it's a little bit smaller, but that one already has a whole bunch of stuff in it. I'm going to show you guys how I built this one. After all, this is the one that I made on YouTube. It's a beautiful tower. We do have this. I'm not sure if I'm going to make anything with that part. I might, just depending on how it goes, but yeah, let's start with the inside. The inside is not very big. It looks big, but if we look up here, you take a look at this. This is only a 3x3. It's not a lot of space, and that's only one floor. You got 3 floors of almost a 3x3, basically. They only increase for about like, yeah, they only increase about 1 block. So 3x3, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5x5, but less than 5x5 because you got the columns, and then same in the inside. It's circular, and people don't know how to build in a circular house. So that's what I'm gonna teach you. Let's grab the basics. That would be a chest. We're not gonna be making too many double chests. Ender chest, I might be putting one on there, but not just yet. Let's grab a crafting table. And let's grab some furnaces. These are the absolute minimum that everyone should have in their house in Minecraft. Obviously, we need to work on the floor. So let's get to that. I'm going to grab this because I'm going to need that um, door in a little bit. I'm going to speed this up. And I'm back, and that's how you get rid of the floor. It's pretty easy, right? So now what we have to do is change up the floor. I'm not going to use cobblestone. I'm going to use a dark wood because that is the theme of the thing. Obviously, there's a lot of light, so I'm not going to even bother making it daytime because you can see pretty well. Now, many people get, especially in survival, not really in creative, but in survival, people are like, this was me a couple of like a year or two ago. I was like, oh shit, making the floor is so expensive. You gotta use so many blocks. But if you make slabs with the blocks that you're making, it's actually going to give you the double amount of slabs than you do in blocks. And if you put them in the top, it's gonna look just the same as blocks. You're just gonna have double, and that's really good for economic reasons. Now we want to make as much use of our space as possible, so we're putting the door on the outside. And what else are we going to do? Let's start by adding our crafting table. Oh yeah, we need a bed. Who doesn't want to have a bed in their house? Let's grab a nice little brown bed so that it fits in the aesthetic. Where am I gonna have the bed? I'm not too sure. Obviously, to get out there, we're gonna need some kind of pillar um uh that pushes us upward and downward. And I'm actually going to mark that right now, right here and here. Just because I think I have a pretty good idea that I'll show you guys how to do. Um, let's start out with the bed, obviously. We gotta get rid of these things because they look absolute trash. Can't let the things show, you know? They look like garbage, like garbage. All right, and then you've got your bed down, and that's a nice little brown bed. It almost looks a little bit copperish. I'm gonna put the crafting tables here in the back instead because getting to the crafting tables that you use most of the time is gonna be pretty hard with those water pillars in the middle. Now let's grab some furnaces, and where are we going to place our furnaces? How about we put the furnaces here in the bottom? And to me, 6 furnaces is more than enough. I really don't do that much farming or anything, but 6 furnaces, in my opinion, more than enough. We can also put other stuff in the top. Um, what else are we gonna grab? Obviously, we need chests, but we don't have much space here for chests. I'm gonna put some small single chests here. Maybe not there. Right there, I might just do a little bit of a shelf and put something in the behind it. But I'm only gonna have the chests in this area. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of these guys. Yes, I'm gonna have the chests here. What happens if I get rid of that? Bad things happen. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have 2 emergency chests for things that I do not require. You can put chests down in the floor, and that it works perfectly fine. It doesn't look too bad either, now that I'm thinking about it. But I'm not gonna do that, mainly because of aesthetic reasons, and I gotta use a lot more space. Let's start with the little thing that I wanted to show you guys, a little elevator. Though I might need to make, obviously, a little floor. Oh shit, I'm gonna make the floor the same kind as that. Little floor. It's gonna be a nice little floor right there, just like that. Now you can always make a ladder from the center of the place. After all, it is circular and you can always walk around everything. But that's because of this thing here in the top. If we make a actually a ladder would not be too bad. A ladder would not be a bad idea. You guys can do a ladder down through the top, and that would work perfectly fine. What in the world is this? That was an accident. And you got this. Now let's make the little holes, and then let's make the third floor that we are going to have a third floor. This is the parts. Oh shit, we're not gonna be able to have the water columns. I knew it. That means, you know what that means, guys, we're going to make a single hole in the floor. That also means that we can have chests here now. It's all about making good decisions. I'm gonna have them facing this way so that these two are somewhat symmetrical, and this also is symmetrical. Now, let's push up. Let's push our way up, and then we'll have a pillar down the center. Pillar down the center. What kind of pillar is it going to be? It has to be one that supports a ladder. Let's grab a ladder real quick. Grab a ladder, and then we need a pillar. So for a pillar, we are using pillars in this place. We're using these guys for pillars. So let's grab that. Maybe a spruce log, since it is darker, it might add a little bit of contrast. Not bad at all. And we're just gonna follow this up all the way up. All the way up. All the way up. Hey, all the way up. There we go. Now we're gonna put our ladder and all the way up. Ay. Doesn't let me freaking fly up here. And there we go, guys. Oh, so it's even higher, guys. It's even higher. I can't place anything here. That is not that good. Here's the reason why. This actually leads to the outside. So what are we going to do here? Gotta fly to the top. Yeah, no, that's not good. What is this? What are these guys? Fucking Jesus. Okay, these are normal blocks. Something I can do is, I think, we put this down, and then we can have this here, and we'll have ladder. We'll ladder our way up here, and then now we don't need this top ladder, and we can use a trap door. This one doesn't look like it has holes in it, and after all, you're gonna be standing on it, and you can be right there. You go up, and let's try this out. Let's try this. So if you go up here, just because it's one, oh no, oh yeah, oh no, I'm flying. That's my bad. So this actually is not working. I'm just gonna replace this entire part with normal cobblestone. And this way we can go up that normally. I'm not gonna put a trapdoor in this part, and I am now going to make the floor for this one. And right here in the top floor, I'm not too sure what I'm gonna have, because that is very, very little space. Now, right here, we're going to have our storage. Though storage like this is even better. Something you guys can do is put your chest down at an angle, or not at an angle, but like vertical, and then you can put more chest down like that, right? And this way you have a double chest in an area that you would normally use for a single chest. Now let's go here in the top and let's put a chest down just like that. Now we can do the same for this, and we'll have a lot of space. Perfect. Jesus. Just like that. Make sure that when you're putting the second one that you're touching the chest that you want to connect it to. There we go. Now we're gonna make more big chests. Closing the windows is up to you. I'm not gonna close the windows for aesthetic reasons. And then you've got a big wall of chests that you can use. Let's put some extra smaller chests here in the sides. Although, for aesthetic reasons, once again, let's grab a couple of these guys. Yeah, barrels. You got now barrels, and that's gonna help you. Let's put a little shelf here just so that it looks a little cool. Looks cool. This is the storage place. What are we gonna put here in the top? How about we make this the... I'm not gonna make it the potion area because we don't have really almost any space. What can we make this area here, though? Actually, we could have space for potions. Let's put this thing here for, obviously, shelves. And then let's grab a brew station for our potions. And we're going to place that here in the top. We're going to crouch so that it doesn't close the things. We've got this. Let's grab a little barrel for... I'm not going to break this because I don't want that to break. I don't know if those breaks. But let's grab a barrel so that, what's it called? There's not much space there. So that we can put the potions in it. Yo. Oh, wait, we can put the potions on the barrels. Oh, I'm dumb. Of course, potions on the barrels, and the barrels are where you're gonna store your potions. And we can also have like a little shelf looking thing here in the top, even though you're not gonna be able to put anything on there because that is covering that block. Though you can put some lights. Let's grab some lanterns. I'm gonna grab the blue ones because this is the potion brewing station, and that's gonna look super dope. Dang it. I'm gonna grab that. Just fill this in for these guys, and that's gonna light up this area super dope because they're blue. That's really nice and cool. Let's have a blue one. No. You know what? That has enough light already. This part also has enough light, but now from the bottom, we're going to put our normal lights. I'm gonna use lanterns still. Why am I in the chat? Normal lanterns, because these are cheaper to make. I'm gonna have the lanterns somewhere where we can actually place them if I can find a freaking spot. No. Oh my goodness. You know what? How about we put them here? Actually, right here actually works too, and you only require one to light up the entire area. That's perfectly good in the little space that we weren't using. Let's get back to the bottom part, which is the biggest part that we gotta put our stuff on. We got the bed over here, nice and cozy. We can put lanterns here, but I'm not going to do that. Let's grab this and let's put a lantern here for lighting. Let's put one here too for lighting. Whoops. Lighting the bed up. Perfect. And it goes at an angle, so it looks dope. Looks dope. Okay, we got our furnaces, we have our chests up there, and now we need our crafting stuff. Our crafting benches. Let's put all of this trash where we want it to be. Also, remember that you can also put shelves. Actually, let's do some shelves right now. I'm gonna use this for shelves, and we're gonna put the shelves up like, whoops, like this. Make sure that the I'm gonna use slabs. You guys don't have to use slabs, you can use trapdoors, but make sure that when you're making shelves that you're in the top half of the thing, otherwise you're not gonna be able to put anything on top of it, and if you do, it's gonna be floating, and that's not very good looking. Back to this stuff, I believe it's all the way down, all the way down in the bottom. There we go, we got this, we get no barrel, got these things. This isn't used for anything, I believe, but we're still gonna put it down just for the sake of argument. And that's all of the workbenches. This thing you can put on things and it works perfectly fine. Let's grab more shelves. Let's put shelf right there. This is gonna be for all of the grinding and ugly stuff that you can do. That doesn't actually look good at the very least. Where can I put this stuff? Let's have the grinding on top of these things, right? Let's have one set of furnaces right here, and then the other set of furnaces for the food right here. Perfect. Now, this here looks like a hole where the smoke comes out of. I don't like the way that looks. So we have to fix that somehow. Somehow we have to fix this. And how are we going to do that? I have an idea. How about we switch up the places? Whoops, that was an accident. Accidental. Switch up the places. We're gonna have this here. We're gonna, oops. I don't have these things on my inventory yet. And we're gonna have these things, normal furnaces down in the bottom. That's an interesting looking thing right there. Now the food furnaces are gonna go right there now. Obviously these things have holes. So let's grab something that will channel the smoke, quote unquote smoke, out of the furnaces. And that's gonna be wall. Cobblestone wall. What kind of wall do we want? Let's grab this kind of wall because it looks better. Whoops. Make sure that you're crouching. That's gonna bring all of your shooty shat out. And something we can also do is we can grab staircases and slabs. And make sure that they are the same kind. And then you're gonna grab a staircase, you're gonna face it this way, and then you're gonna put a slab on this, just like that. And that means all the smoke is gonna come out and up through there. You don't have to follow that out or anything, just leave it there for aesthetic purposes once again. And now, do we want to do the same here? No, because we have a beautiful window to look out into the fog. Something else we can do is, let's say, maybe let's get rid of these chests. We already have some emergency chests here. And let's put now our grinding wheel, or our cutting wheel, my bad, and then the grinder, we'll grab that, replace it with this, and we can have it down like this, or we can have it in the side like that. That's gonna be just as good. Something else we can do is put our mapping station. Mapping station is going to go here. I'm gonna put the coolest things like the loom, or the comfiest things like the loom and the mapping table on the side of the bed because they are comfy and they're not a fucking cutter. What else can we do? We have our things, we have our mapping, we need the fletching, and then we also need a thing that I threw away earlier, which is this, and obviously this lectern, which I don't know what it is. Lectern. Lectern covers up the entire thing in the floor, as I have now noticed. So we are going to have to put this somewhere else, but this smithing table is gonna go somewhere very in specific. we're gonna have the smithing table right here, and this can stay with a shelf even though it's not on a shelf. Though we could always do this, or we could have another one of these, doesn't matter. It's all up to you guys, but to make it smaller, I'm gonna grab a trapdoor. It'll just make it look a tad bit better. Maybe metal. Nah, forget about it. Let's see. I'll grab this, why not? We'll put this and use this as our shelf instead. God damn. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Although we could do also this. We can have this on in the bottom, and then we can have our shelf and the top. And now it looks like a table, and that's completely fine with me. But we have to figure out a spot for the lectern. We could put it down, make it look like a ramp. To me, I'm perfectly fine with this. But if you guys want something else, you can also do that. Now, what about enchantment table? We have to figure out a place for our enchantment table. Where is that going to be? If I can freaking go down. Enchantment table. How about we do this? Let's grab a bunch of shelves. Not there. I don't want to get on the freaking thing. Nope. Nope. Get on that, and we're going to put our enchantment table, and then we're gonna grab some bookshelves. Did I put the fletching table down? I didn't put the fletching. Fletching table. I just figured out something nice. Fletching table, and then now we can put our grinding wheel on the top of it. Perfect. Now we have something that we can actually do. But here in the top, as I was making, we need something for our enchantment table, and we're gonna have this. This is what we're gonna have for our enchantment table. I might put this on top of the enchantment table, just because, though, it might take away some of the light. And I'm not too sure if I liked that. Either way, this is actually too close. So this goes away. I'm not interested. And yeah, finding a place for the enchantment table is gonna be pretty hard. Obviously, you can make a basement and add another floor, but I really want to make use of this space because we have a lot of space to use here. What can I use for the enchantment table? How about we do this? Oh, come on, dude. That was an accident. Accidento. Here in the top. This is a 23-minute video so far, and we will put a couple of bookshelves. God dang it. God dang it. Just freaking do it normally, dude. Alright. We're going to put some bookshelves here on the shelves. Bookshelves on the shelves. What would you have expected from me? Bookshelf on the shelf. Bookshelf. Perfect. Let's make this even taller. Let's make this as tall as we can possibly make it for aesthetic reasons. And something we can do is we can put our beautiful... Let's grab some stairs. God damn it. Stair. Staircases. I would like for it to be of a different color. Some kind of wood maybe, but not too dark this time. What is this? Gilded blackstone. That looks absolutely amazing. But I will not be using that because I doubt that anyone is able to get that in their hands. Spruce wood seems nice to me. Now let's grab some slabs. If I can find them. There we go. Spruce slabs. I'm gonna bring this out from here just like that, and then we're gonna pull this out just like this, and we're gonna have the the enchantment table on the top. We're going to have our beautiful little thingies here. I'm gonna probably hold that like that, and it's just basically holding out the enchantment table in the top. Now this is not very good enough for the amount of enchantment that you guys want, so let's do this. Grab more bookshelves, and we have to figure out a way to fit more bookshelves into our beautiful house. So something we can do is bring out the shelves that we had made before. I'm gonna get rid of these things. Bring out the shelves and make the expand them. Expand them is the word that I'm looking for. Bring this out just like that, perfectly. Perfectly good. Something you can also do is make, because these things are not too much, we can get rid of those. That's gonna look perfectly fine. I'm gonna put this, actually that's not even the right color, not the right color, not the same color as this part in the top. So let's grab the same thing that we just threw away, but different color. Oak slab. Slabs. I want stairs. We're gonna put this stair in this direction and the slab in this direction. And we're gonna have slab and stair. And now we're going to probably, no slab in the top. But we are going to put some more shelves here in the very top of this. And we're gonna put even more of our beautiful bookshelves. Is it grabbing anything from these bookshelves? It is not grabbing anything from these bookshelves. So what can we possibly do about that? Something we can do is we can maybe, what does this look like? Doesn't look too bad, doesn't look too shabby at the very least. So let's do this, right that. That does not look too shabby. So it's grabbing a lot of its energy or things or words from the ones on the side, the four on the side to be exact, but not from these four. Why is that? Well, I believe that they have to be, whoops. I believe that they would have to be probably 1 block away from it. But there's not too much I can do about that. You guys can probably figure something out. Your houses are gonna look completely different. Your towers, houses, whatever you guys want. Let's go over the entire house that we just made with the little space that we had. Big tower, small space on the inside. We go inside, we used so much space. We used so much good use of our space, shall I say. We have the bed. You can make 2 beds and make 1 on each side if you want. Bed, you've got your all of your different tools that you may need. You have all of your furnaces that you may need. Anything that you don't need but you still want. You've got your enchantment table you absolutely need in the end game of Minecraft. Not as much power coming out of that, but if you want, you can always make another tiny little hut where you're gonna have it just for that. It's not like this is rust and you need any resource to keep it up. Then you've got your second place, your second floor full of your storage. Something we can use is to use item frames. You guys can do signs if you want, but I like using item frames to name the things that I have on. So I'm gonna put this here just like that. You can put your item frames both on the side, or can I put it on upside down? I can put it upside down if I wanted to. But yeah, you guys can put all that, and let's say you have something important. Let's go to the inventory and then ingot. NG, okay. Ingot. You can use an maybe a diamond or an iron ingot to show which chest that you are using for the important stuff like iron or gold or diamond and stuff like that. You can also do one for tools and things. And then you've got a lot of space for that. Let's go up here. Here you got your potion station. You got the 2 little places where you can put your potions. You can always put item frames here as well. I don't fully recommend doing it because, I mean, they're right under these things, and this floor is like basically 100% allocated purely for potions, but you do what you want. And you get your, what is this, the 4th floor, where you just take a look at the outside. You got that little house, the other little tower, and more houses that I'll be making in the future. It just looks absolutely amazing. You can always close that if you are afraid of falling. And all of the beautiful stuff. So one thing that we did mess up is this part right there. As you can see right here, for the sake of depth, we decided to add some cobblestone walls on the side, but we had to change it to cobblestone on this art because you can't put ladders on cobblestone walls. And that's the one thing aesthetically on the outside that has changed, but it's not a big change. So you guys don't really have to worry about it too much either ways. I hope you guys enjoyed this video on how to make better use, or should I say tips and tricks on how to make better use of small spaces inside of your home for putting tools inside. Hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, share, comment down below. Please, any haters, type something down below. It will make my life so much more exciting. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Whee! That was so gay.